Alright, as soon as this camera focuses. Alright, so this whole entire video will be all about the Tesla Model 3.
Behind me is Tesla's Model 3.
The Tesla Model 3.
Tesla Model 3.
To the new Tesla Model 3.
A Tesla Model 3 review.
This, my friends, is the Model 3 Performance Edition from Tesla. It's here in the studio.
So we're inside the Tesla now. Before I go check out the Model 3, this is the inside of that building looks like. So if you haven't noticed, today it's raining like really hard outside. It is pouring down raining outside right now. So I'm waiting on the Model 3 to come back before I get in it. That's what we're waiting on right now. So while we wait, let's go ahead and test it out. I actually have one on the inside of here right now that we're gonna take a look at. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop inside of this. Open the driver's door by pushing this. Let's turn that down. So that's how you control the volume in the inside of the car. This is to go up on the volume, this is to go down. And I think this is also how you control the mirrors as well. If you want to adjust the mirrors, you control it with that. Let's see. But like everything is pretty much, everything on here is how you control the car. It's like a huge iPad, man. Big, huge iPad. So if you want to open the front trunk, you just click there. And that opens the front trunk, and they'll let you know that it is open. This is how you open the charging station, but we don't need that. This right here activates quick controls. So when you tap on the car, that stuff, yeah, everything comes up. Quick control, lights, locks, like for the key card, display, brightness at 13. You can adjust your brightness. That's 100%. That's what 100% looks like. They normally keep it at like 13%, I believe. 13%, or you can have set it on auto, driving, chill, sport. They got this set as sport, autopilot, navigation, and service. Let's go over here for music. Now I heard that you can actually, like, if you want to voice control, say for instance if you want to listen to like Kendrick Lamar, you can actually tell the car to play Kendrick Lamar, and it will. Yeah, calendar for like if you have anything set up like for appointments and stuff. This right here is the backup camera, lets you see everything that's behind you. Yeah, heated seats right here is the on screen, like if you want to navigate around or whatever, and it is very responsive. We are, I guess you can call this Matthews, so we're actually like near Matthews right now. Very responsive screen. And this right here basically displays the charging units that they have set up in the United States right now. As you can see, there are a lot of charging stations in the US, and they say this is supposed to double in 2019 or 2020. they're supposed to double over within the next year or so. That's crazy. So when anybody say there are not any charging units and stuff in the US, it is. They're located everywhere, and these are Tesla charging stations. And if you wanted to look for other charging stations, they have like a app or something like where you can go online and check out the where the other charging stations and stuff are located. Let's see what the closest one is to here. They actually have a Tesla charging station right here off of Mallet Creek near Harris Teeter. And I'm not really going to take you through any of the driving functions because they're going to explain all that when we go on the test drive, so I don't want to give anything away. But yeah, this is they do have cup holders. I don't even know what the freak you would put in the inside of there. Right here is 2 phone chargers right here. The standard interior that comes inside of this car. You can get vegan leather. I think vegan leather is like an extra $2,000, I believe, $2,500. Yeah, vegan leather is going to cost you extra. So if you want to exit the vehicle, you just tap on this button here, and that opens the vehicle.
They look to be proprietary.
Yeah.
They're all washed.
The inside of the trunk, and I think this is where they have the little charging unit where you can charge this up in your inside of your house. It's just basically like a washer and dryer hookup. And this is the front trunk. This is just a little front trunk space. I guess you can put like maybe like a basketball or something inside of it. If you did want to close this, all you do is you place your hand, the palm of your hand, on the top of the Tesla, and just basically do like a one-handed push-up to close it. So you don't slam the front trunk. All right, we're about to go down. Hey.
He packing up all his stuff.
Oh, you say something?
No. I didn't.
Ooh, candy? I can't have that.
So if you were to take delivery of your vehicle, this is where it actually all takes place. Okay. Dedicate your own garage to you. About 30 minutes on the over the basic vehicle. I'm going to show you garage, back on in, and then you get your either you get the wall connector installed, or that's the outlet right beside us, the NEMA 1450. That's going to be like a wash and dry outlet. Okay. It's just a slightly different variation. That's why it's the NEMA 1450. That's what you can install in your garage.
How much would it be for something like this?
Purchasing that from the store or online is $500. You still have to go through get the electrician, get that installed. It's not too bad for that. Most people, they offer a cheaper route to just get that installed.
And this one is how much? Now I just push this button.
And then this will go down by itself. So it's really neat.
Yeah.
How y'all been doing today so far?
Pretty good, man. Besides this rain. This rain.
Yeah,
killing,
it's the one time that it's not super busy on this road.
Yeah.
So you'll find all of your seat controls going to be on the left-hand side of your seat. You also have, when you feel that circular button, it's lumbar support. Okay. So it's pretty neat. That'll be all for your back. And then whenever you hit, it's going to be that far left button to the left of the music note. You have your steering wheel and mirror, so you can hit either one of those and adjust them accordingly. Yeah, looks like you're already familiar with the controls.
Yeah. The crazy thing is we did this yesterday, man. And
Oh, really?
all the footage, I wound up formatting my car.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, everything was lost. I was just like, no, man. Hurt me to my heart. I mean, I kind of know some of it, yes.
That's awesome. It's almost like a game controller. That's what most people
Yeah.
think of it as. Pretty neat. Gotcha. So then this is gonna be your key card. Originally, I mean, if you get delivery, your phone to be your primary key fob, which is pretty neat. That's gonna be your master key. Okay. But then usually you just dish out the key card to maybe, you know, someone just needs to run to your car and grab something out of it. Just gonna be key card rather than having to give them your phone the whole time.
Yeah.
But the phone you're gonna be connected to the Tesla app. You can utilize the summon feature. You can pull your car out of your garage going forward and backwards. Okay. Things of that sort, which is super neat. The GPS tracking, preheating your car.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Yeah,
Especially
like during the winter and stuff. Yeah, I just want to preheat my.
Exactly.
So you can just press a button, and it'll basically like cut on and heat the car up.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, you'll be able to. I wish I could show you now. Ours is we got logged out from ours, but it's you can set it to a specific climate, so it'll tell you the actual interior climate of your car. So if it's super cold, it'll say like maybe 67. Yeah. Before you go out. Preheat your car and then hit summon and back your car out. So crazy. Back your car out with the heat on. It's really, really neat. Super convenient.
How close do you have to be for that? Do you know, like
for a summon?
Yeah,
you can honestly be anywhere. I mean, it's going to be
just
transmitted transmitted straight to your car. Every car comes equipped with its own LTE service as well. So
I did. We did see that.
It's super neat. Let's see. Since it is raining, I'll show you. This is going to be where your windshield wiper is going to be. It's set on auto, but if you like doing your own manual controls, you've got all of these different settings here.
Okay.
So one last thing. For driving, these are going to be, you can also kind of customize the way the vehicle will feel to you. So your acceleration, you can do chill or standard. And then the steering mode, which a lot of people will change to either comfort or sport. Whichever way. Sport's going to be a little more weighted, makes it more in tune with the road. Comfort, very, very light and easy. Then regenerative braking is going to be the only thing that I feel is different with the actual, drive of the vehicle. Yeah. It's kind of what we call one pedal driving here. So when you let off the accelerator, the car is going to feel like it's going to be slowing down. Yeah. But it's not utilizing those brakes at all. Yeah. Which is really, really neat. That's going to be what saves you on the maintenance side of things. Okay. We've had some customers come in well over 120,000 miles on their brakes.
Wow.
Which is really nice.
Yeah, man. 100,000 miles before you got to change your brakes out.
Yeah.
And about how much would that be for them to change their brakes?
I don't know. I couldn't even quote you a price on that. It's we can ask one of the service guys whenever you get back. Okay. But it's not. It's going to be around pretty much whatever your brakes are for I want to say a normal car.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That's not bad.
But that's not bad. Whenever I press the brakes on my car, I just feel money leaving my pocket.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's one of those things that it's definitely, I like it. And you'll get, as you get used to it, you might end up preferring that over, your current vehicle, which is what I like. You don't have to go back and forth from brake to get out of pedal, stuff like that.
Just let off it.
Yeah. But you'll see, so this is going to be where I call it imaginary gear, since there's no gears in the vehicle, but all the way down is going to be drive, all the way up is reverse, and you just press that side button in for park. To activate autopilot, we might be able to try it out today on a little lap we do.
Okay.
So it's going to be all the way down twice. It's going to be 2 taps down. And then for adaptive cruise control, it's just going to be 1.
Okay. And
that's going to be the main difference between those two. And we'll hit the road.
All right. And that's another thing, man. I'm used to hearing before I crank something. You just put it on the brake.
Exactly. Completely silent. We've had some customers come in and say, "Hey, can I get a silent vehicle?" I was like, "Hey, look, every model is silent." So
yeah,
yeah, you're set.
Here we go.
Yeah, we're going out of here and make it right. Also, a thing that not too many people really test out is I like the. Especially in the Model X, I love the stereo. They're all in-house made speakers.
Gotcha.
The speaker system is super neat.
Yeah, we got to test that out too. We got to test the speakers out, see what it sound like.
It's really nice.
You say the X is the best though.
The X has the most speakers. I don't know. I need to go back and look over my info and see how many speakers they have. Yeah. But it's got the largest amount. See, this is the least crowded this road has been.
Yeah, I remember yesterday, man. Yeah, yesterday it was.
I'm not looking forward to. Whenever we have the All-Star game, it's gonna be packed.
Oh yeah, that is gonna take place here this year. Yeah, it's gonna be stupid packed.
This person, I don't know what it is about Charlotte.
Yeah, just test and look, man.
Oh my God! So you'll make it right at this light. It's basically gonna be all rights, but you'll still be able to feel how the vehicle drives. still pretty light, but you'll feel like the vehicle is super responsive.
Yeah.
Whichever way you turn.
I got a Dodge, man. My Dodge Charger. This seems like my wheel is huge, man. Big old steering wheel. Yeah, this one right here feel like I gotta do some things.
I like the Charger though. I think it's got a lot of power.
Oh yeah.
Which you got one of the newer? I know you got.
It's 2010.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what they created a whole bunch of different body styles. Yeah, see, you're already used to the regenerative braking. It's not. It doesn't take too long.
What it was yesterday? I think it was the second right that, and I was like, okay, I got it now. Because normally, especially in my Dodge, man, I put my foot on that, just kind of like let it just cruise down the hill or whatever. But with this, as soon as you take it off, okay.
Yeah. So the thing with these are, even with different hybrids, maybe your Prius or like the Chevy Bolt. They have that same braking, but one thing I don't know is if you can customize how that braking feels. So I believe it's on standard now, but say it's like, oh, this is braking too much for me, you can set it to low. It's kind of changed the feel to make it a little more softer and smoother ride for you.
Yeah. I probably never had a thing on sport, man. Even in my Dodge, I drive like somebody's granddaddy. What's the purpose of you getting a Dodge Charger? You drive so slow, man.
The only one I know that has a Charger drives and services. Everyone I know that has one is flying down the road, especially Independence.
Yeah.
Everyone is speeding on that road. Believe it or not, the speed limit is only 45.
Yeah.
And you'll make it right up here as well. It's kind of like your 360 flying spot, like monitor. Rather than being limited to just like your mirror, you'll be able to see every car that's in front, beside, or behind you.
Do we put on autopilot now, or is it the next one?
Shit, I still say we better take advantage of it. So you see the steering wheel that pops up? Whenever that's available, that means you can take advantage of autopilot. So if you do the 2 quick taps down, let's see. Whenever it pops up again, you gotta see. You have to like catch it whenever it comes. There you go. Now you do it. Try it again. You have to do your chime, and it'll be like the. There you go. Yeah. Whenever it's not available, you gotta do it. You're not driving yet. You gotta do. You'll see. It'll be the steering wheel. It'll turn blue. Okay. Yeah, you'll know whenever it goes. Let's see. So past this car, we'll get in the right, and we'll do it after we make this next right. But it's pretty neat. I personally like using it a lot more in I use it in stop and go traffic and then super long like
like on the highway or something like that. Yeah.
So what you'll find is whenever you do it, you do a double tap, but it's only whenever you see that little grayed out steering wheel, and then it's gonna do a chime, and then the steering wheel will turn blue, and then that's when you know that it's engaged.
Gotcha.
I'll show you how to do that. It's almost like the vehicle's still talking back to you too. It's pretty picky with like certain surroundings that it uses.
Yeah.
So now you just do a double tap while it's still there. There you go. So now it's doing it. You see it's going to set the speed and it's going to essentially be driving, not by itself, but still utilizing you to make sure you're still alerting the vehicle. Every now and then it's going to send you a notification saying, hey, had a light grip on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
So that's when you get a little bit of feedback that way. And you see it. So you apply light force and give a little tug. I'll leave that. Put these on top. Right here. And it's going to be utilizing all 8 cameras and 12 ultrasonic sensors at that same time. So it's pretty neat. You have 3 actually right up here. The middle one serves as like a dash cam. It's going to be continuously recording for, in case of an accident or just anything that happens in front of your vehicle. You can pull that off from a USB port. Okay.
And where is the USB port located?
It's going to be right up under here. So this is where you have your 2 cords for your, cell phones.
Yeah.
And then you just plug in like a flash drive in that USB port there.
Yes.
But it's pretty neat. You see what happens when we get up here. It's green light, but it's utilizing a lead car.
Okay. Okay, I got you. Yeah. How you supposed to drive?
Had a lot of rain lately.
Crazy.
But yeah, so the difference between a lot of people be like, oh, so it's like an autonomous vehicle. We'll say no. It's always described as a driver assist feature. It's always going to be kind of like an added safety net to you. Simply, you know, if you're in cruise control and you get in an accident, it's still going to be your fault because it's in cruise control. That's simply what autopilot is. It's like an upgraded cruise control that, you know, still keeping the lane, it'll stop and go, just like adaptive cruise control.
Yeah.
But you still have to be alert and aware of the vehicle. That's why, you know, whenever we describe it, keep one hand on the wheel, and that wheel is going to be sensing like the feedback.
Yeah.
Making sure you're still alert and conscious of the vehicle as well. But say you're maybe you're like the first one at the stoplight and there is no lead car. That's when it doesn't really distinguish or read those two different things. You make it right up here as well. And you see how seamless it is to kind of jump out of it. And it's in the same ways to disengage. You either tap the brake or you just you turn the steering wheel and they'll let you out. But that's going to be your main difference between autopilot and like full self-driving. Full self-driving is it can read a stoplight, it can read a stop sign, and can make those turns for you.
So have they sent that software where it can do that just yet, or?
Not yet, but it is still, you know, it's a software update away.
Okay.
So the hardware that you have in the car right now is it's definitely available or able to do full self-driving. You just got to pass all those regulations. They're still testing it in beta mode.
Gotcha.
Autopilot is still in beta mode as well, which is why we still have all of those different rules and regulations, keeping the hand on the wheel already in place.
Yeah.
Just to still keep, you know, our customers safe. But you'll find it's really, I love taking advantage of it during stopping with traffic. Because that's when I'm the most irritated driver.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere, but I'm still going back and forth with gas and brake.
So I got a question. So say for instance, if the police like they get behind you,
Yeah.
and you got it on basically self-drive, and you're sitting there adjusting your what's the name or whatever. Like I noticed that you wasn't looking. Can they like give you a ticket for that? Like this is a Tesla, man. Like it drives itself.
I haven't heard of too many situations to where a cop has pulled over someone for, I don't know, utilizing the system within Tesla. Now if it's like of course, it's still like you can't be texting and driving.
Yeah,
you still have this huge screen. I know where it's kind of like a thin line between the two, but I haven't heard too many situations with that before. The cop really has to be having a bad day to pull over a Tesla or turning on their windshield wiper. Because I mean, you have to.
You have to.
To operate the car, so you still have an argument there, and you can't text through the screen, so they can't say you're a texting driver. Now, if he's going to claim that you pulled out a phone, that's totally different.
Yeah, I got you.
But no, the cop would really be having a bad day.
For real.
Actually,
I have no argument there, though, man. I had to turn on my windshield wiper.
Exactly. You got to utilize the screen.
Sir, that's an iPad. It's not an iPad, man.
That's what I think of, though.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like.
It literally looks like a big iPad.
Huge.
But what's the typical commute for you?
To be honest with you, some days it's like maybe a 10-minute, and some days it's like maybe a 30-minute. But I only work 3 days out of the week.
3 days.
Yeah,
okay.
so
is work far from home or just?
No, not really. Like as soon as I either get on the highway and get right off the highway, or I just basically drive right around the corner.
Okay.
And it's only like I said, it's only 3 days: Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
That's a nice schedule.
Yeah, man.
And as you see, you're right back on Independence right here. It's a little lap that we got. That's a nice work schedule.
Yeah.
Wish I could do that.
It took a minute, man, because I've been up in Charlotte for about 5 years, and I started off working at the YMCA.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm gonna pick up another job because I don't have any family up here. I'm gonna pick up another job, and wound up working at Walmart for about 2 years, and was basically working from 5 a.m. in the morning to about 11 at night, and this was like 6 days a week for like 2 years straight. Yeah, and I saved up a lot of money. I was just like, man, what is the purpose of me working 2 jobs? So I tried to cut down my time, man, and Walmart wasn't having it, so I wound up putting my 2 weeks notice there. And I talked to my supervisor at the YMCA, and Mr. B cool as on no way. He's like, yeah, that's cool, Karen. Yeah, you can do that, man. Okay, cool. And he was like, yeah, just cut me down to basically them 3 days a week. And I'm like, yeah, that's gravy right there.
That's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. And you don't do any like super long. You do any super long road trips or?
No, but that's the reason why I wanted to, because you know I'm vlogging now and I want to do a lot more traveling, especially this year. So yeah, that's on the menu for this year. With me only working those 3 days, I use basically when I get off on Wednesday until like Sunday just for travel.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome. I mean, that's why I said a lot of people have what's called like range anxiety. Like, well, can I get here or drive there? And I'm assuming you already know with just like the map and how you can map out with navigation. Tesla supercharging network. You're gonna be well taken care of.
Everywhere, yeah. And then they're supposed to double within the next year or within this year, right? Double and
Yep. They're always building. Their goal is to really get them. What is it? At least 200 miles apart from each other. Yeah, you just press that end button right there. Actually, I might be able to show you. If you want to, I can show you the auto park. Let's see if we can find that.
Oh yeah, man.
Let's see. It's gonna. We'll put it in drive. I'm thinking it's a park in between that red car and that white one. We'll see if we can do it in the rain. I've actually tried. So what you'll do is you'll stay on this side. You'll be a lot. Well, you'll try and get as close as you can to that. That right side, like row of cars.
Gotcha.
And you'll pass the empty spot slowly, and then you'll stop kind of straight ahead as if you're gonna back in and turn. But you'll pass it, stop, and then you put it in reverse. Okay. So we'll try that. I think that's an empty spot.
I think I one of those little smart cars.
Right.
Make you mad.
Man, that gets me every single time too. Perfect, yeah, so we're just gonna stay here and we're gonna pass this one slowly. It should be able to recognize this. Keep going a little bit more. Oh, perfect, park and stop. Then put in reverse. So all the way up. And then hit start. That should do it. You let up.
Oh my goodness, man, this is crazy.
Awesome, this is awesome. And you see it's going to go all the way down to like the inch. Stop. Yeah, I figured I'd show you this last feature since we didn't get to do autopilot too much.
Yeah, and I didn't get this yesterday, man. This is crazy.
This is one of my favorite features of the car. It does this mainly for me, like in Uptown. It does this with parallel parking as well.
Oh,
I'm not as good at parallel parking.
Yeah.
I could do this all day, but not the parallel parking.
Wow.
Yep, it's gonna do that.
Oh man, yeah. So it's adjusting and everything.
Exactly. It's gonna put you with even spacing. It's gonna leave you back in park, and then that'll be it.
Oh yeah, you got it, man.
There we go.
Got it, though.
That's finished.
Yeah. Finale, man.
Exactly. Now it's gonna try and do an update. We'll save that for later. But that's it.
That was dope, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, man.
Of course.
Yo, right now I'm at the YMCA. But back to that review, man. My overall review of that car, oh my goodness, it blows my mind. You would have told me a year or two ago that I can get inside of a car and it would basically drive itself. Like I press a button and it drive itself, man. I wouldn't believe you. It is crazy, the technology and everything that is out. It's crazy, man. Little heads up before I go. So a guy from Tesla invited me to an event tomorrow. I'm excited about doing that. Hopefully I get up. It's kind of early. So I'm gonna try to make it to that event. Tyler, I appreciate the invite, man. I'm gonna try to make it to the event. We'll see. Y'all, I will see y'all tomorrow, man. Peace.